brings us to 94 from North Haven, Connecticut for Tyler Hines.
The Flying Farmer in the Meneely's Catering, number 41 car, DJ Burnham.
John Gee, Poulin Drywell, car number 98 from Prospect, Connecticut, Nick Salva.
The Daredevil will be located in the Sanford Plumbing and Heating, number 26, Danny Cates.
Membrino Racing, the color purple from Prospect, Connecticut, car number 00, Tommy Membrino Jr.
He is back in car number 40 in the Mid-State Air Compressor, Busy Construction car, Ryan Priest.
United Roll-Off Services 48, Eddie Spires, Beacon Falls, Connecticut.
Then Mike Benvenides in the Benvenides and Toronto CPA's car.
Jeffrey Gallup, car 44. Double greens are out by Bill Long on the starter stand. Rumbling to the bottom of turn 1. Cam McDermott goes up the hill, but Galco goes alongside. Matt Galco slingshots out in front. Side-by-side racing. Here comes Bowles, the Spirit of America, red, white, and blue. Up on the wheel, but he can't shake off Burrell with car number 18.
And Burrell goes to the bottom, and right now he's going after the back bumper of the Cam McDermott car. Deep of Todd Owen in fifth, and he has to worry about the man behind him, who is Ronnie Williams. And also Mike Christopher Jr. is up at the frontier.
Trouble now further back in the pack. Nick Salva is in trouble with car number 98. He can't get, well, bad luck off his back at all in 2016. Caution flag comes out. Bill Long on the starter stand.
Mario Fiore. And everybody has their favorite Mario stories because there was a guy, he knew everybody. He knew anyone involved in modified racing, and it didn't matter age. He knew everybody. And that's why so many people were in a depressed state this weekend, because we have lost not just a great car owner and a winner and a man who was an innovator, but we lost a friend.
We certainly did. And Mario, of course, legendary. So many people went through the driver's seat of Mario Fiore race cars. They were all successful. He was a pioneer in the business, well-liked. Here they come again, back to green. And Galco has a little more giddy up and takes over the number 1 spot again. Burrell settles back in. Cam McDermott gets a second wind.
Little Woody Woodpecker action in the back bumper. So McDermott a little feisty. He might have lost his momentum. And Burrell trying to cash in.
Here comes Todd Owen. Owen, the Cooker construction car. Car number 81 on the bottom. Owen moves on to the 3rd position. Bowles is right there to try to follow him through, Matt. Back to the line, it's Galco, Burrell, and Owen.
And Bowles has to be careful because Mike Christopher Jr. is right behind him. Leading the next contingent of cars is Michael Jarvis in car number 15. At the front is Galco. Burrell is not far away, and Burrell is looking for leverage and can't find any.
They run nose to tail, and nobody's stepping out of line. Trouble now, Burrell makes a shot to the back bumper of Galco that upsets his race car. Todd Owen looks to go to the outside. There was a time we called Todd Owen Mr. Outside here at Stafford, Matt. You remember that.
And he still can do it. Right now, the inside man is Burrell, as he almost was able to submarine his way underneath Galco. And Galco says no. They go into turn number 3. Burrell is in the same place as he is breathing hard on the bottom of the speedway, and Galco continues to hold him off. Galco looking for his first ever SK Modified victory.
Where are some of the big dogs further back at the bottom of the top 10? Woody Pitcat has broken through there. Rowan Pennick, Eric Burt, Ted Christopher, all coming forward. Off turn number 4. By inches, it's Galco. Owen trying to pick a lane that would give him the lead. Off the turn, almost 3 wide. Galco. Now, look, here comes McDermott again. In, bam, boom. They touch, but off the turn, back to the line. It is still. Now it's Jeff Burrell by inches, Matt.
And in his hip pocket is Todd Owen. Trying to hang up on the outside is Galco, but the perseverance is paid off for Burrell. Here comes Mike Christopher underneath Tommy Bowles, and he swoops into the top 5, and he takes Rocco with him. as drifting up the track was Tommy Bowles.
Todd Owen has muscled his way into the runner-up spot. Glued to the back bumper of Burrell. The 1-2 punch there lets him know he's there. The cream is rising to the top. Here comes Keith Rocco now. Woody Pitcat is moving forward. Panic is coming. Williams is coming. Back to the line. Burrell still the leader of the pack.
Panic in 10th, Williams 9th, Pitcat 7th. But at the front of the field is Burrell, and he gets a little battering ram action.
It looks like we've got one around. It might be the Williams machine.
And he was running in 9th place before that incident early.
That's right. Panic is in.
Opchick in.
Yep. Jervis is in. Now, here's something, a strange situation here. Kevin Crowley is the crew chief on Rowan Pennick's race car, and Pennick came in and almost went by his pit stall. Topsick. What can we say about this youngster? Last year's SK Light champion. A lot of people struggle when they move up a division. Let's go down to John Gates. What do you got, John?
Okay, Eric Byrne just pulls off in the 66 car. They just checked tire pressures on that ride. Also, the Rowan Panic machine, the number 99 car here in the pit area, they are, again, checking tire pressures on that ride as well. Let's go down pit lane just a little bit to Darren.
Thanks, John. Rowan Panic now away. And guys, I really want to pose the question to this race. We're 11 laps in. Ben Dodge, Matt Buckler. You've had the opportunity from your perspective to see some great racing from not only Matt Galco, but from Jeff Burrell, a couple of guys who would love to get a win on a day like this dedicated to Mario Fiore. Who are you guys like so far after 11 laps?
Well, you got to like the tenacity of Jeff Burrell and Todd Owen up in the front as they are racing hard.
They certainly are, and they haven't given an inch. Todd Owen is so long overdue for a victory. Burrell, same story can be said there. Jimmy Fuller set up that race car the week before last, and it had it hooked up. Wendell Kilcollins is involved with that team as well. The green flag is out. Burrell continues to dominate the number 1 spot. Here comes Galco. Owens, do or die time on the outside lane. Down into turn number 3. Todd Owen works his magic high. Galco down low, but the point of the arrow is Burrell. McDermott also back to life. Mike Christopher. Trouble now. Cam McDermott and Christopher are locked together, and we've got a scramble. Caution flag comes out. Cars in turn 2. Dan Avery with the number 10A car.
And this year he's much more confident, and he has been hanging among the top tier of the field aboard more frequently. So, of
course, he was involved in that jingle match, so he's got to come from the back of the pack now.
But he was in 5th before that jingle came out.
Periscope is up and operating. What a fantastic shot we're getting of the field going into turn number 1.
There it is.
Things look good down the front straightaway. You're watching on Periscope with us. And it looks like what happened to McDermott's car, the back end started to come around. Maybe a tire was going down or something.
Went over it like a water ski.
He did. He became a hood ornament on the car.
And he was going good. So he has a lot more confidence. So I think he can make some moves from the back of the pack. Michael Jervis is there with him as we get ready to turn them loose on lap number 12.
Here they come again. Textbook start. Burrell and Todd Owen, like days of old. Owen digging in hard on the outside. Keith Rocco lets him know he's there. Burrell guards the spot. Owen just doesn't give up. They are almost 3 wide. This is what the SK Modifieds are all about.
Boy, the pressure cooker between Burrell and Owen, and here comes Galco as he tries a dive bomb underneath that 81 of Owen. Tasmanian double move for Galco. Will it click? Will it pay off? It looks like Matt Galco is about to move into 2nd place.
Galco moves back up the totem pole, but Owen says, Oh, trouble.
Avery wandering around. Avery is around. and he stacks everybody up behind him.
Burt is involved. Nick Salva again. And then there's another car, the 00, further back in turn number 1. Well, just as things was starting to Mario Fiore.
I checked that out. That is
Pretty unique,
something
isn't it?
there. And
Yeah.
it has a lot of the different drivers that competed for Mario. One of the guys that's on that car, I think a lot of people might not remember that he drove for Mario, was John Blewett.
That's right.
And John Blewett, he got along very well with that entire team. So he is on that back tailpiece along with the picture of Mario and Raleigh Jacobs. As Raleigh Jacobs was a guy, of course, a former voice at Stafford, who inducted Mario into the New England Hall of Fame back in 2012.
Here they come, Matt. Little different front row. We've got Burrill and Galco with Owen and Ted Christopher in the second row. They're paired off.
Wow, you would never know he was been off for a while. He does not have any rust in that car number 18.
Galco digging in high on the outside. Burrill. Owens got a second wind. He's there with Christopher. And their chrome horn to I-beam bumper. And look at Ryan Preece. Preece is now among the top 5. Car number 40. The Silver Bullet is up into the top 5. Burrill. Is he getting worn out, Matt? Christopher's making his move in the outside lane.
And the man who made the move work was Matt Galco, and now Christopher is going to try to do the same thing as he will try to fireball around Jeff Burrell, almost going sideways was Christopher. So Christopher, his foot is into it, and he is in second place.
Remember, we said earlier that Christopher had the fastest SK in practice. We didn't lie, because Christopher is now showing that muscle. Christopher almost there in second. Now Owen washes up the racetrack, and Preece loses a position to Keith Rocco.
So when Preece went high, that gave Rocco some room, but he can't make it stick. And Preece is back in the fifth. He assaults a back bumper of the Todd Owen car. Tyler Hines, car number 94. Here is another driver who has had no luck at all. He is in the upper echelon of the field.
Preece and Todd Owen come together like two cymbals in an orchestra. Off the second turn, Christopher finally has moved into the runner-up spot. Look at the side-by-side battle with Preece and Owen. Oh, trouble. Further back. The field scrambles. David Burnham had a problem. And Bowles
John Deere country.
slides down through the center of the infield. Here comes TC. But just as a caution flag comes out, the Bear, Billy Calaccio. That car has shown some brilliance from time to time. Jervis is a very versatile very versatile driver, but they just haven't had much luck at all.
Haven't been able to get 40 good laps in one particular race. So the clutch green is out as Eric Burt is on pit road, and he might get caught on the safety road as we get ready to go back to green flag conditions in less than 1 lap.
Interestingly enough, who do you think turned the fastest lap of the race? Well, Keith Rocco did with a 19:03.1. And we haven't talked about Keith Rocco much at all, Matt.
And he has been very exciting to watch as he made a move underneath Preece a lap ago, was unable to make it stick. But that 88 car has finished second a few times this year, but has been shut out of the winner's circle. We're still not at the halfway point. That won't take place until lap number 22.
Well, here they come again. Place your bets now in the high-stake game of SK Modified Racing Stafford style. Christopher still digging in, high, wide, and handsome. But here comes Ryan Preece, the Silver Bullet. Taps the back bumper of the black car with Ted Christopher at the helm.
Well, you don't see this very often, Ben. The driver on the inside appears to be at the disadvantage between the two bullets to the outside of him, Christopher and Preece.
Also coming to the front of the field. Working his magic is Woody Pitcat again. Michael Christopher spins. Dan Avery spins.
And Tommy Vibrino is also stranded.
Caution is out again. Dan McDermott.
Here is Todd Owen. And the one thing in his favor, he has a great crew, and they will try to make the adjustments that he needs to get back to the front. So Todd was in 5th place before he decided to come in.
And it looks like Darren Ayotte is down there. Darren, does it look like he had a right rear going down?
Yes, that's exactly what it is, Ben. Good eye. They're going to change that right rear tire. Right now, they're also checking the tire pressure on the left rear, so you can't quite see that from your perspective, but the jack is up. 3 crew members assessing this number 81 machine, who is having a strong run up towards the front. And obviously, as Todd Owen says, homemade chassis himself. You'd love to see a guy like this in victory lane, especially on a night like tonight. John, you see anything on pit road?
Yeah, DJ Burnham, they are working on the ignition in that car. That car just shut off on him down the backstretch last time by, but they did get it refired. Looks like they're going to put the hood back on and send him back out.
So Owen and Burt make it back out. We'll watch for them to make their magic coming through traffic. Ted Christopher, Ryan Preece, front row, full house. And Preece has a little more giddy up.
Boy, he looked like a tropical storm.
He sure did. But Christopher isn't done yet. And here comes Rowan Panic, following Rocco to the front of the class.
And Panic was loitering in the rear of the field. Remember, he has already made 1 pit stop, and it has brought out the best of him as he gets around the 94 and Tyler Hines, and now he is going after Matt Galco.
Look at Ted Christopher. Bottom shot move. Going. Gone by inches at the start-finish line.
And what will Preece do? Will he stay outside, or will he make a crossover move? He crosses over in turn 2. He'll try to make a move in turn 3, and Christopher has the front of the field surrounded.
Certainly does. Then it's side-by-side racing, bottom of the top 10. Pitcat is back to life. He's battling with the number 94 machine of Tyler Hines. We haven't talked about him yet. And while all that's been happening, look back up front, because Preece, the silver bullet, is giving the Shadow a run for its money. Car number 13 is the leader.
Now another battle between Keith Rocco and Rowan Panic. Remember, we saw them fight it out for 2nd and 3rd a week ago. Here comes Preece, ready to strike like a cobra. And Christopher doesn't give him any room. So Christopher is not giving him any daylight on the inside groove.
Still settling back in. Who's the mover and shakers now? You would have to say Rowan Panic. Rowan Panic has moved into the top 6. Woody Pitcat is in the 7th spot. Chasing him down, working his magic. Here comes Galco to get back on the podium. Working his magic underneath Burrell.
A little resurgence from Matt Galco, trying to go back into the top 3. The plot thickens between Ted Christopher and Ryan Preece. Preece wandering to the outside. Might be looking to make that bottom shot move against the man who almost invented it in an SK, Ted Christopher.
There's no question about it. It's still a dogfight battle up front as Preece just lines up the chrome horn on the back of the I-beam bumper of Christopher. Christopher guards the spot. Preece runs in his tire tracks. Panic now working over Burrell. And right there, Woody Pitcat. Remember, we almost counted him out, Matt, earlier. Woody Pitcat is on rails. He is quick like a bunny and coming to the front, now among the top 6.
He got his fingernails on the back bumper of the Rowan Panic car, so Pitcat is definitely a contender. But there's a big gap between Ryan Preece and Matt Galco. Here comes Preece again. Got the nose of the car halfway there, and then has to back out of it for the time being.
Ted Christopher stepped on the gas, and with forward bite, he just pulled away by almost a car length. Preece can't believe his eyes, making noise further back. And Todd led 23, and Ted Christopher led 24. And he has maintained the lead since 24 to 32. But if you look at that, it looks like it was so simple. If you watched it, Holy cow.
Yeah, it was breathtaking. And maybe it's a little ironic. We know who Ryan Preece's grandfather is, the Hall of Fame car owner.
That's right.
Bob Judkins.
Legendary Bob Judkins.
The legendary 2X.
That's right.
And I remember at Riverside Park for a long time, the two cars that used to battle in the modifieds on almost a weekly basis were the 2X, driven by Jerry Marquis, and the 44, driven by Reggie Ruggiero, owned by Mario Fiore. So it always comes back around in the history department. And the grandson of the guy who owned that legendary 2X is trying to win tonight's tribute race to Mario Fiore, a guy his grandfather competed against for a long time.
Certainly is. Have to give a shout out to Rowan Pennick. He was on pit road on a couple of occasions. He's back up among the top 4. Now remember, the last time that the MRS Series was here, he won both the SKs and the MRS Series. Woody Pitcat, last year, in the same car he's running now in the SKs, he dominated here at Stafford and went on to win the title on the Valente Modified Racing Series. Green is out. Christopher still in charge. Galco working him over. Preece is stuck in the outside lane.
And Galco is trying to crowbar his way underneath the 40 and move back into second as they ripstort their way. Here is Preece, almost adhesive tape to the back bumper of the Christopher car. He wanders to the outside, and Christopher is able to pull away.
Rowan Pennick's front bumper is standing at attention, so he can't tap the back bumper of Galco, but he's going to make him work for it. Look at Woody Pitcat. High, wide, and handsome on the outside. Pitcat working over Burrill for the 5th spot.
Now, Keith Rocco went into 7th a few laps ago. He has stayed there. Jeff Burrell, one hard, consistent racing for Burrell as he is dead even with Pitcat in the fight for 5th. Preece is making another move as he is going to try to harass the back bumper of the Ted Christopher car.
Takes it in deep, looks to the outside. Christopher guards the spot. Preece settles back into line. 36 of 44 for the Mario Fiore tribute night here at Stafford.
Now, turn number 3 is the lap where is a place on the track where Preece wants to make something happen, and he can get close enough on that occasion.
Woody Pitcat has just moved into the 5th spot. Pitcat's up to the top 5. Here comes Preece. Little different strategy that time, Matt.
He almost got the wheels underneath the 13, but not quite. He is not giving up. Ted Christopher, hungry for a win, has not had one this year. Deeper in the field, we have Woody Pitcat, who has made a great resurgence. Preece is not giving up. Look at the battle between Pennick and Galco.
Pennick now moves on to the podium. Car number 99 is marching forward. And who's there with him? It is Woody Pitcat. Pitcat working over Galco. That's the battle for the 4th spot. Back up front. Preece sees a little daylight on the inside. It just doesn't happen now.
These are the tribute laps. Christopher holding his own. Pennick is ballooned into 3rd. And here comes the 40 again. And Christopher has a pretty good comfort zone. 2 to go.
Down to the wire. Working him over. This is Mario time at its best. This is the type of racing that Mario loved. Oh, Pennick and Pitcat come together.
They come together again.
Gives him a little shot to the bumper. Hello.
Pennick survived last lap. Here is Christopher. Does Preece have a miracle in his fire suit? Christopher beats everybody into turn 3.
Ted Christopher heads off turn number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, white flag is out.
still. Ted Christopher leading by a small boss. They go into turn number 3. Ted Christopher trying to win for the first time in 2 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stafford's all-time winningest driver, Ted Christopher, will win the Mario Fiore Tribute event here at Stafford. Ryan Preece will finish in the runner-up spot. Rowan Pennick, a great...
Ted Christopher just taking a moment to kind of reflect in the car. He's got a lot of smiles on his face. He's got the Napa Victory Lane hat on right now. He's having a quick chat with one of our NASCAR officials here, and I think he's kind of just taking in the moment. Obviously, this is a huge win for him, the first in 2 years, nearly to the day, for the 9-time champion of Ted Christopher, and now he's ready to climb out. Here he is, the 13 of Ted Christopher is back in Victory Lane. And he almost loses his feet there. He says he might break his leg if he's not careful. It's been a little while since he's done this. Another handshake. And Ted, welcome back to Victory Lane. You've been here plenty of times, but what about tonight, the race for Mario Fiore? What makes this night so special for you?
Mario's he was the epitome of modified racing, and I'm glad. I really was hoping that I could win this race for him tonight. It's sad to see that he passed away, but this was for you, Mario. Thanks. It was great to have Bill Long on the stand again. I couldn't believe he was up there. I've won a lot of races with him up there. I got to get him the flag again. Maybe I can win some more.
And who do you want to thank for this very special victory for you?
I want to thank all the people that helped me, especially Mike Pettit, great power under the hood. I want to thank Ryan Preece for really running me clean tonight. It's always a joy racing with him. He's going to run you as hard as he can and stuff. JB3 Construction, my buddy Johnny Vignal's here tonight. Thank you for all your help throughout the years. Eagle Fence and Guardrail, Waste Material Trucking, CWPM, Azen's Garage, Jerry and Jerry, who every week help me out with tires throughout the last couple of years. It's been great having them around here. They're here tonight, so that's a big help. And FK Rod Ends, PT Watts, everybody else, Bell Helmets. I got to get a picture with Bell and everybody else so I get to my sponsors. I don't know if I'm coming back yet. I hope so, but thanks.
Ted Christopher, victorious here tonight. Ted, one more thing to say?
I really want to thank the Bear who came on with us this year and helped me with all those wins at Waterford last year, and his setups have really been great. And everybody at the shop, Michael Sullivan, and everybody that works hard, Rich Fatback, and everybody that works on this car and keeps it flawless every week. Thank you very much.
Career victory number 102 for Ted Christopher, perhaps the sweetest of all here tonight. The race dedicated to Mario Fiore. Let's head to John Gates and Ryan Preece. John?
Okay, Ryan Preece just gathering a breath here, and I'll tell you, the silver bullet was moving tonight, man. The 40 coming from the back of the pack. You did a heck of a job. You got up to Teddy. Yep. Let's talk a little bit about that battle right there.
When I got to the lead, he was able to reel me back in. I was just trying different things that I thought I screwed up on last time, and it really didn't work. And then he was able to get right by me. And, he had a really good car. They work hard, and we just, if I was going to try to do something, it was going to be with 2 to go. And once he started driving away, there was nothing I could do. Congrats to them. I'm really happy. Got to thank Mr. Kopchak and Steven Kopchak's father for letting us use this TA motor. Really happy with it. Hoosier Race Tire, Race Electronics, Waddell Communications, Napa of Canton. We all got to thank Napa for doing everything to do. Hams Welding, great guy. Yeah, and just a lot of fun. Mid-State Air Compressor, Mizzy Construction, and I'll be back for the fall final.
There he is, folks, and to have him back, Ryan Preece picks up a second place in our SK Modified main event. Let's talk to our third place finisher, number 99, Rowan Pennick. And Rowan, man, good run tonight. First of all, what happened to the front Nerf bar there?
We got caught up on the backstretch there when everyone jammed up. Luckily, it was only the front bumper and kept the nose piece clean, so we were able to not have to pit and fix the nose tin up. But proud of this 99 team tonight. We had to pit. They made the car a lot better for me after the pit stop, and we were able to charge for the back and get up to the top 3 here.
Yeah, great point run tonight for Rowan Pennick, and it was fun watching you come through that back. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There he is, guys. Rowan Pennick, third place tonight in our SK Modified main event. Let's go back to the tower.